Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show how you can get the number of visitors within Matomo. So you may think that it's kind of obvious to get the number of visitors, but that's not really that easy. So here you get the number of visitors. Here you get the number of visits. Getting the number of visits is super simple because for every time that um, a new browser is getting an access to your website, it's a new visit. Okay, so it's really straightforward in the database to create new visits. So it's easy to manipulate, and that's the reason why if you ask for a year, you get the visit straightforward, but you don't get, strangely, the visitor. The reason is that what is happening is that when someone is visiting your website, it's setting as well the value of the visitor. But the thing is, maybe this given browser already came some days before. And for this, it's going to look at what we call the cookie in order to identify if the value is the same as the one some days ago. If the reason is, if the answer is yes, then it has to flag it as the same visitor and then won't create a new visitor value. Okay, I guess my explanation are clear. So to say here, it means that within the database, you have a lot of duplicated value when there is a visit. Okay, so it means like someone is visiting back your website, then the ID visit is different, but the visitor ID is the same. And as a result, when you ask, for example, on a weekly period or on a specific date range, what is happening is like behind, okay, behind within the database on the server, it has to look at all the time that during those 3 days, 4 days, that people came with the same visitor ID has to be filtered. And for database optimization and server purposes, what is happening is like it's making like a spreadsheet on which you remove all the duplicate entry in order to give you correctly the number of visitors. And for optimization purposes, by default, is disabled for custom date range, months and year. So if you take it for week, you will get it. If you take it for months, you won't get it. If you take it for year, you won't get it. It doesn't mean that you cannot get it, because of course with Matomo you can do whatever you want. So you can go in the configuration file and change this. But by default, it won't be available. So my idea is to create a Python script in which you will have the possibility to extract what we call the visitor ID to process all the data through the visit log report, which is the one that we are currently have a look at. But as you can see over here, you get the visitor ID and you get as well somewhere the server date. So what the script that I created is doing is, in fact, it's making a specific data feed in which you get only the visitor ID. So it looks like something like this. Here, unfortunately, on the demo, all the visitor ID as at 0 against probably for privacy reason. And then I'm adding as well the server date time pretty, which is the date in a nice format, which is the following one, so that I can have the two data that I need in order to be able afterward to, let's say, to optimize the data feed. Okay, so in fact, what my script is doing is something like this. Hold on, it's okay. So in order to just get the visitor ID, server date pretty, and then I'm asking to remove the duplicate over here for the time period that we want. So let's execute my script that you can find back on GitHub. You just need to go over here on GitHub. You just access to my repository over here, and then you are getting over here. Then you are getting all the scripts that I'm making. So to say over here, you are getting all my scripts. So let's do this. So you go over here, you execute the script. Then you mention the date that you have an interest in. In my case, let's go for February. Let's go for the 1st of February, and let's go up to the 15th of February. Oops. So what is happening here is like it's going to take every single day, and in my case, it's telling me, okay, from the 1st to the 15th of February, you should have 110 visits. And this is what I can double check right now. So I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to watch my website and say, okay, Renan, for the first two. So that was February that I picked up. Hold on. I'm not on the right website, so I should have picked up the number 62. Was it this one? Yeah, 62. That was this one. So February 1st custom date range, the 1st to the 15. Was it the 15? Okay. So recapitulative. So here I should have got one. Hold on. February the 1st, February the 15th. Okay, custom date range, both of them, good. Okay, so I got 130 visits. So normally I should for sure get number of visitor which is below this, and I'm getting 110. So my guess is that this is correct. Unfortunately, I cannot prove it unless I go in the visit log. Or however, what I can do is like I can pick up it on a weekly period. So on a weekly period, I should have 18 if I pick up from the 2 to the 8, from the 2 to the 8. So from the 2 to the 8, hold on. September, this is not September that I want February. So I should have 41. I should have 41. So let's say from the 5th to the 11th, from the 5th to the 11th. 41. So my guess that my script is correct. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.